Hey parents, Mr. Jim here, and guess what? All of Mr. Jim podcasts, yes, I'm talking kids short stories, kids animal stories, Biology Squad, bedtime stories, all of them are now available on Storybutton. Storybutton is my invention that I invented to make it easier for kids to listen to podcasts, their favorite stories, off of screens. Parents, you know how it goes of putting kids to bed, maybe having to use your phone or an iPad to listen to stories. Well, we want to put that to an end and make it easier for you all to listen to audio stories off of a screen. Storybutton is a device that connects to your internet to freely access all of the great kids podcasts available in our library. Go to storybutton.com to learn more. And when you order today, you can save $20 and get free shipping at storybutton.com. Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim, and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time, welcome to the family. We are the podcast that turns your ideas into an amazing adventure every single day. You know, we couldn't even exist without imaginations from kids just like you. So if you have an idea for a story, I'd love to see it. Check down in the show notes below for how you can submit your own story idea, and maybe we'll turn it into an awesome adventure. And parents, if you're new to kids podcasting, I want to challenge you to listen to podcasting for 5 days in a row with your kids. It's going to increase their imagination, decrease screen time, and we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. Are you guys ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! Deep in the land of rainbow diamonds lives all sort of magical creatures. Each creature is unique and special, but they all have one thing in common. They are made of rainbows. Instead of rocks and grass, the ground is made up of rainbow crystals. The crystals of the land power the magic of each creature and everything bright and beautiful. The most magical of all are the unicorns. They can be found in any color you can dream of, all with rainbow manes and tails. Their coats sparkle with glitter, and their horns shine even without the light. Everyone who sees them loves them. Everyone who enters their land is happy. Well, everyone, that is, except Dr. Stinky Breath. All these rainbows and happiness. Ugh, disgusting, shouted a grumpy Dr. Stinky Breath as he stomped through the land of rainbow diamonds. He had on his evil boots, specially made to change anything bright and colorful to gross and miserable. All he had to do was stomp on them. Soon, all the rainbows and happiness from these crystals will be gone. Then they can all be dark, stinky, and miserable like me. Dr. Stinky Breath was in a much more foul mood than usual, even talking to himself. He didn't seem to notice that there were no purple ninjas around to listen to him today. All of these bright colors hurt my eyes, and all these creatures hurt my head. He stomped past a unicorn who froze at the sight of him. What are you looking at? Dr. Stinky Breath shouted. He glared at the unicorn's shimmery coat and soft rainbow mane. No rainbows for you either. And then he lifted an evil boot foot and kicked the unicorn in the leg. The unicorn could hear Dr. Stinky Breath's evil laughter as it sprinted away. The unicorn could feel its rainbows starting to fade. It began to feel terrible too, just like Dr. Stinky Breath wanted. I need a friend, help! The unicorn whinnied. Kaya and Lana were playing on the swings when a horse approached. It was a dull gray color, its mane and tail streaked with grays. Everything was gray. It looked entirely uninteresting except for the black horn sticking out of its head. Kaya looked at the horse and was a little confused. Huh, why do you have a horn there, little horse? The unicorn fretted. It must have been worse than she thought.
I am not a horse. I am a unicorn. This evil, stinky doctor stole my rainbow.
Oh no! We couldn't even tell that you were a unicorn. It doesn't look like there's anything magical left inside of you. Did you say a evil, stinky doctor? Did he steal anyone else's rainbows and magic too? Asked Kaya.
I think he will. I need to stop him and save all my friends and my home.
The unicorn bowed her head in sadness, remembering.
But I can't do anything without my magic. Can you help me?
Lana clapped her hands excitedly. Oh, Kaya, please, come on, let's help the unicorn. Kaya hugged her sister. Of course. What exactly do you need us to do?
We must return to my land and find Princess Pandala. She is a panda and the ruler of the land of rainbow diamonds. She's the most magical of all the creatures. She'll know what to do.
A unicorn and a magical panda princess? Shouted Lana. Let's go! The unicorn gave the girls a sad smile.
But I can't return to my land without my magic. That is why I need your help.
But how can we help? Asked Kaya. We aren't magical creatures. But the unicorn only responded,
You'll see.
Then kneeling, she continued.
Hop on. I'll give you a ride. There's no time to waste.
The unicorn sprinted as the girls held on tightly. She ran through their neighborhood, into the forest, and stopped at a lake.
This right here is the portal to my land.
She knelt so the girls could climb down.
Now I need your help to create magic that opens the portal. My land runs on happiness, rainbows, and love. As sisters, your bond is a special kind of magic. Hold hands and look at each other. The rest should just come naturally.
The sisters did as instructed. Kaya took Lana's hands and looked into her sister's eyes. She couldn't help but smile. Oh, I love you, Lana. Lana broke into a giant smile and threw her arms around Kaya. I love you too! Suddenly, the lake water began to shimmer. A rainbow appeared, one end in the center of the lake and the other directly in front of Kaya and Lana.
Oh, I knew it would work!
Cried the unicorn. She galloped onto the rainbow.
Come on!
The two sisters and the unicorn followed the rainbow up into the center of the lake, where a portal had appeared into the land of rainbow diamonds. Whoa, looks more like the land of spooky stinkiness, muttered Kaya, stepping onto the black crystals created by Dr. Stinky Breath's evil boots. And no sign of Dr. Stinky Breath. He must have left when he got rid of all the rainbows and magic. They passed through a field of flowers. Everything had lost its color. They came across a family of fairies. Their once beautiful rainbow wings were now a dull gray. They made their way to Princess Pandala's castle. Not a single color was seen. They made it to the front gate of the castle, but it was locked. The unicorn pressed a button and spoke.
Hello? I'm here to see Princess Pandala. It's an emergency.
Bzz. Pandas are very sleepy animals. The princess is napping. Bzz.
The voice on the other end had no idea of the disaster that had happened to their land. Kaya tried this time. We need Princess Pandala! Dr. Stinky Breath stole all the magic in your land. Everything has lost its color. Sad and stinky.
Bzz. Who are you? Are you a kid? How did you get here? Oh, this must be serious. Come on in. I'll wake the princess. Bzz.
And with that, the castle gates opened, allowing Kaya, Lana, and the unicorn to enter the castle grounds. The rainbow crystals inside the castle grounds had remained untouched, safe behind the castle walls. No wonder the princess didn't know about the disaster. It was still colorful inside. Rainbow fish jumped from the pond while rainbow flowers blew in the light breeze. Kaya and Lana tried to take it all in as they rushed into the castle behind the unicorn. The three of them headed right to the throne room, where Princess Pandala was just waking from a nap. The princess began a yawn, which turned into a gasp. And she saw the sad, colorless unicorn in front of her.
My goodness, what happened to you?
The unicorn filled the princess in on Dr. Stinky Breath and his evil stinky boots. When she realized, the princess frowned.
That Dr. Stinky Breath had no right coming into our land. Let me set this straight right now.
Then Princess Pandala closed her eyes and began to hum. The rainbows and sparkles and shine slowly returned to the unicorn. Then the unicorn ran out into the castle gates with Kaya and Lana. I wish you could have seen it. They looked out at the land outside the castle walls and watched all the crystals regain the brilliant beauty of their color. Rainbows once again shined all over the land of rainbow diamonds. The magic of the land had been restored. The three ran back to the throne room to thank Princess Pandala, but she had already gone back to her nap. The unicorn whinnied at the two sisters.
Thank you so much for your help. I couldn't have done it without you.
She sparkled and sprayed a puff of golden glitter from her horn. The girls laughed and hugged the unicorn, happy that the rainbows had returned and the land was magical once again. Wow, that would have been so sad if all that color would have been gone forever, but I'm so glad that they were able to save the day. The end. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor. Hey friends, I need your help celebrating a birthday. Drumroll, please. Happy birthday, James, who's turning 5 years old. Wow, James, we have the same name. Yes, I go by Mr. Jim, but my real name's James. And James loves superheroes and Transformers, going to the pool and playing with his big sister Sophia. Wow, James, I'm so glad we got to celebrate you and your big day on the show. Happy 5th birthday. Friends, I hope you all have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye.